came from out of state and being a first-generation student was very unfathomable at the time. I was like, what am I doing here?
Being a first-generation college student means to me that I'm sort of trailblazing and creating a new pathway for people in my family, but also other students like me.
It fills me with a lot of pride to know that I'm the first in my whole family to go to Michigan. No one's had that chance to take a leap to college, and especially a 4-year school like Michigan.
I spent most of my childhood in Detroit. Grew up in a single-parent home. It's crazy how things work out in life. I've always been a Michigan fan. It's kind of crazy because my first semester here, I used to see like posters, first gen, and I think to myself like that's me because my mom didn't finish high school. I'm the second oldest, but I'm the first to graduate high school and the first in my family to really go to a big school.
Coming to campus at University of Michigan, it's like really big, and I was really intimidated. And I had this perception that all the other students on campus were better prepared than I was. It seemed like a lot of the students I interacted with, undergrad and graduate students, had parents who had gone to college and parents who had gone to University of Michigan also. So they had this kind of expertise about University of Michigan that I didn't share and that I didn't have.
My parents, they pushed me in the direction to go to college because they wanted a better life for me than what they had for themselves. Trying to explain to others like what my parents do and that they aren't college educated. That's when I really realized my first gen experience. Michigan was always my dream school. I applied to a few other schools, but once I got accepted into Michigan, I knew that this is where I wanted to be.
So not only was I going into a big pool of people, but I didn't know where to start or where to go. The student services were there to help me. I also work at the Munger Graduate Residencies, who has a lot of first-generation students housed there, so I built a community as well.
It took me a while, but the first resource I found was the first-generation college students group. I got to go and finally meet people of the same background, because all the first month or so I was looking for someone who came from a background like I was. I ended up joining an aerospace design team up on North Campus in engineering. I've made some of my best friends there. So apart from the first-generation college students group, MFly, the aircraft design team, has been one of my saving graces through school.
When I landed on campus, I hit the ground running. I reached out to my resources, and because I know that if I don't, then I'm gonna suffer in silence and might not make it out of here. And it's one thing getting accepted into Michigan, and it's another graduating out of Michigan.
I found the undergraduate group, First Gens at Michigan. They were really welcoming, and so it was helpful for me to find that group of students and realize there are other students like me here.
I think that there's a huge socioeconomic challenge for first-generation students. They don't come from the backgrounds where they are able to do many extracurricular activities. They don't have the background to do a lot of other things that more privileged students have the opportunity to do.
We are here, and we are willing to help each other out, definitely.
Michigan is a diverse place, and as first-gen students, you have a lot of diversity to contribute to that community.
You just don't know, like you just keep fighting and keep going to be great. Never know where you end up. To be here is a blessing.
When you're able to say, I'm first gen here at Michigan, people will be supportive when they learn that about you.
It's actually a wonderful thing to be the first to make that possible for your family.